thank you for staying holding on with me on this morning on ITV. I did say we're looking at political office holders and the integrity question. And having this with me, I have the former governorship candidate in the previous gubernatorial race in Edo State. He's no one else but Bishop Akalame. Many thanks for coming, Bishop.
Good morning, Philip.
And next, I have a constitutional lawyer and notary public of Nigeria, Adams Aliyu. It's always a place having you with us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right. Well, we have the issue on ground looking at the political office holders and the integrity question. And Adams Aliyu just recently looking at the comments credited to the APC, where they said the resignation of the former finance minister, Kemi Adeosun, and the acceptance of same by the President Muhammadu Buhari is an action of honor and a character of integrity. What do you make of that statement? Do you see that as really meeting what transpired?
Well, the Minister of Finance resignation, I see it as a moral issue. Here is someone who is of dual nationalities. Prima facie British citizen with British passports, was coming to Nigeria with Nigerian visa until 34, when she now has a Nigerian visa. So her integrity, her mode of life, they are all British, and that's why she resigned on the moral ground. Otherwise, we have war scenarios in this country where people have been declared persona non grata in other crimes. They run home. Some have cases in court. They play on the criminal and civil procedure. The case will be dragging on. They will see down ties. In the civil service rule, if somebody is charged to court, has a case to answer, the person will be suspended and put on half pay. He will still be a staff as it were. But a political office holder is not bound by the civil service rule. You cannot put one leg in, one leg out. And what was the issue at stake? They said the NYSC scandal. I went through the NYSC decree of 1993. It provides in section 1, subsection 2, those who are exempted. 1, if you are a foreigner, if you are a Ghanaian, if you are a British person, you take your degree. You have nothing to do with Nigeria, you don't need to serve. 2, if you are from the armed forces and police. 3, if you are in a paramilitary organization, a semi-quasi institution like an SSS, DSS, intelligence agency, you don't need to serve. And if you have been awarded a national honor, even OFRO, CON, SUI, these are the exemptions.
Okay.
So prima facie like that, Adeosun does not fall into the category of those exempted. Her problem was the fact that she graduated, and the law says if you graduate before the age of 30, you must serve. When we were out in the 70s, you take your degree, you run home to work. But now,
present yourself.
Yes, I studied in France. So, but nowadays, people will graduate, they will stay put. When she now arrives, there was misrepresentation and confusion. Whereas you'll be talking of her date of arrival, as you see me now, I'm 34 years, I'm 100 years old. You will not mention the date when she graduated. And people say, okay, if you are already 30-something, 40-something years, we can help you. They went to bring a certificate of exemption for her. The word forgery that is being branded, I'm not comfortable with it. Because from the study of etymology, that is the history, origin, meaning, and usage of words. To forge means to make an illegal something to look like original, to counterfeit it. The certificate of exemption which Adeosun has was duly signed by Yusuf Bomoe. And Yusuf Bomoe was Director General of the NYSC till January 2009. But the paradox is that she presented that certificate in September of 2009, when Yusuf Bogwell was no longer the extant and standing DYSC boy. And if something is criminal, if it turns to forgery or fraudulent, that one can only be determined by the court of law, not by the court of public opinion or sentimental flabbiness or misrepresentation. It is the court that will say it is genuine or not genuine.
Okay.
And the very certificate in question was put before the Ogun State House of Assembly. Honorable men, distinguished men, legislators, they did not see anything wrong with the document. They declared her a fit and proper person. In 2011, he was cleared, served as Commissioner of Finance for 4 years. She presented the same certificate to the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Distinguished senators, 108, 109 of them. The state security, they did not see anything wrong with them.
Was that not an act of negligence or oversight?
Yes, that was negligence. And if the case were to go to court, these bodies are vicariously, they are tangentially liable for negligence. So what is the issue now? When she came in, she instituted single treasury account, that all the money that belongs to Nigeria should be in one single account in order to stop corruption. She equally insisted that NNPC should be transparent in their remittance to Nigeria Federation.
She did a lot?
Yes. She equally said that individuals who are very rich should pay more. These were ways she used to beef up the economy. And because this trespassed on the preserves of some people, they now dug out to say that the certificate she presented was mala fide. The person who signed it had left office before now. As I said, criminality in forgery is a judicial matter which has to be decided by the court, not by sentiments or public opinion. But because she had moral, she had a British upbringing, she tendered her resignation.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Bishop Akalame, you heard what Adam Saliu said. Because she had moral upbringing, she tendered her resignation. Do you see it differently?
Thank you very much. You see, I have to first of all appreciate you for this very topic. We are discussing integrity of our public office holders. Why are we discussing Kemi Adiosu? Because she's in the public domain, the public figure, the minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. What is integrity? It's a very big word. I have discovered that most Nigerians have integrity problem.
Have integrity problem?
I tell you. Integrity, as the word goes, it has to do with moral principles. When a man say one thing and do same, we say the man has what? Integrity. If what you do obeys the principle of Congress, we say the man has what? Integrity. If you're a politician, you take your campaign to electorate, you promise that you do road for them when they vote for you.
And you do that.
You promise that you give them electricity.
And you do that.
You promise that you give them good jobs when they vote for you. And they give you that vote based on what you have told them. And now you are in the office. You want them to remind you of what you promised. And even when they remind you, you say you did not say that, you lack integrity. If you are a politician, because you come from a particular region, all you are doing with our money, common patrimony, is to develop that particular what? Region. At the same time, give appointment to people that come from the same region. You lack integrity. If you are a pastor, a bishop, you give false prophecy to people just to collect their money, you lack integrity. If you are a market woman, you are praising a particular product you are selling, just because you want to sell it, and you know that what you are giving out is fake, you lack integrity.
Yes, it goes on and on.
It goes on and on. So the problem we're having is that because Kemi Adiosu is a public domain, then we begin to see what is happening. 1999, 2000, 2001, something happened, 2002, something happened in the University of Benin, where the then VC, Vice Chancellor, that I respected so much, Professor A.R. Anao, was in power. He looked at the whole situation, that once you are in 300 level, 400 level, you should bring your credentials for screening. But as I tell you, majority of our students who were in their final years, who were parading first certificate, lost their admission at that particular time. You can imagine when somebody who is almost 15 years, 16 years of age, entering university, you have already mastered the art of forging certificates. Now you are in this university, you graduated. Now you now go to your local government to contest as a chairman or a member of House of Assembly. You will do same. Integrity issue, integrity problem in Nigeria.
Okay, but you look at the integrity issue, who do you blame? Do you blame those, or do you blame the system?
Let me tell you something. The problem we are having, system, is not a systemic problem. The integrity is Nigeria problem. Do you know what is Nigeria problem? Two things are responsible. Two things are militating against integrity of Nigerians. One, quest for money. Two, quest for power. It is because of power that somebody will say you have an ordinary diplomat because you want to contest as a senator, you want to contest as a member of House of Assembly, you want people to respect you that you are highly educated. You go and forge your BSc. You say you are a BSc holder in political science. You are a BSc holder in pub admin because you want to be respected. You know that what you are carrying is fake.
Are you not doing that because the system encourages it? Because even the aspect we were looking at now, the case study of Kemi Adeosun, probably she fell into the hands of racketeers.
My brother, we are talking about system. The system is different from the people. It is the people. We need to purge ourselves. We need to know that love is not about, it's not major in Naira Kobo. That is just the basis. We should know that why we do, if you look at Nigeria today, why do we do the things we do? Because of money. In James right now. So some people even sit down because their profession is failing them. You now feel like the only way to make money is to go to politics. You get me now? So when you have this vision, that mission, that you are going there to make money, not to go there to solve problem, you have integrity problem. You are going to say things. Honesty is integrity.
Okay, thank you.
You see, when you have all these things, you will not have problem. This Kemi Adeosun issue we are talking about, that he honorably resigned. My brother, I am a politician. As a black man, that woman will not just leave that office ordinarily. So people must have told him, please, told her, mother, please leave the office before we send EFCC after you. Election is by the corner. That office is holding, it's a sensitive office that handle the monies of this country. Don't forget, I respect her so much because he will not allow anyone to leave that post for anything that has anything to do with this, the growth and development of this country.
So who is there today? So she was meticulous.
Who is there today?
So she was meticulous.
Who is there today? Yes, who is there today? A Northerner to take charge.
Okay, we'll come back there. We'll come back there. Back to you, Adams Aliyu. There's this whole issue. This whole issue is about people saying that the argument that she should be arrested and prosecuted, and then the other aspect where the APC is saying that she resigned honorably. How do you match this?
As a constitutional lawyer, I laugh at the protagonists who say she should be prosecuted. They are quite right, prima facie. They are quite right.
Prima facie.
Yes, as on face value.
Yes.
Let the matter go to court. The prosecutor will have to establish, he who alleges must prove. They must be able to prove forgery beyond reasonable doubts. There must be diligent prosecution. I'm giving you the etymological meaning of forgery. To manufacture something illegally for it to look like original and genuine, like a counterfeit. So if
you see that in that case?
If that is,
you see that as forgery?
No, I'm annoyed with the word forgery.
Okay.
I'm telling that the meaning of forgery means to manufacture something, a replica, and parade that thing as a genuine. That is forgery. The certificate is the fact in issue. It will be put down in court. It will be tendered in evidence. I'm saying, from the facts available before me, the exemption certificate she tendered in September 2009 was signed by Yusuf Bomboy, who was director as of January of 2009. By the time she presented this, the signatory was no longer the head of NYSC. He said that the man may have signed many and put them in the cupboard. Anybody just goes there, pick one and give her. That's another issue. But if they are accused of forgery, they will have to prove that case in court, preponderance of evidence.
Okay, but this is an eye-opener, and there could be a lot of political office holders that are also having issues like this. Now, how do we get this started?
We know many Nigerian leaders. They have been declared persona non grata. That is not admissible. They were abroad, or they studied abroad, or they claim to go there. They were declared persona non grata. I mean, it's not allowed to go. They are afraid they cannot leave Nigeria to go to UK or America. They are here going on. But this one...
As politicians?
As politicians and leaders.
Political office holders?
Yes.
Even within the present leadership?
Yes. But they are not, but they are masquerading as innocent people and in leadership.
But what is the present leadership doing about it? Is it not supposed to have a way of overhauling the system whereby this can be nipped in the bud?
I'm saying you have to prove your case. Many Nigerians are such. In law, he who asserts alleged, you must prove. They will say something here. When you tell them to take the matter to court and prosecute it to logical conclusion in a court of competent jurisdiction, they will shy away. You must bring evidence. It's like the case of bribery. People are talking of bribery, vote buying. How many cases have been taken to court?
Are you saying that evidences may be difficult to get?
And why don't people come out? If you gave out a bribe, if you were to be taken to court and you be told, sir, my lord, this is John. He gave bribe. You should mention the amount. Then they call Peter. Peter, you receive bribe. How many people have been taken to court as givers and takers of bribe?
But is it not also the responsibility of the present leadership, the government, to get evidences? That would also nail such issues in prosecution?
The judge was not there. The judge is not omnipresent. He's not present everywhere. Before he will deliver judgment, he will say, with the evidence available before me. That's always the judge sentence. If you cannot prosecute your case diligently, you don't bring the giver of bribe, you don't bring the taker of bribe, it becomes mere allegation. And once there's preponderance of doubts, the accused will go freely. So I pray that those who are propelling criminality against Adeosun, they should take the case to court and let us go the whole hog. Let people who are accused, the houses of assembly, Senate, they could be vicariously and tangentially liable for negligence while they didn't see it. The signatory will be called to ascertain whether it is bona fide signature. It will be very interesting.
Okay, thank you. Bishop Akalame, going the way forward, and what do you see as the agenda before the present leadership in ensuring that this issue is tackled? Because we have a lot who are also could be peddling such certificates. How do we come around it?
Well, the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari, what I've seen so far, I've not really showed a very good example. Because when something is wrong with the head, every part of the body will be faulty. That's what I'm saying. You know, before now, even when Mr. President was contesting the election, people accuse him of issue of certificates. That issue, we drag it. It was dragged it today. People like us, we did not know the end of the issue.
He resigned.
As we are speaking today, a lot of issues are going on there. The issue of MENA is there. Today, we never heard anything about it. Babache Lawa issue is there. We've never heard anything concerning that. Ayo Fayose is still the governor of Ekiti State. The man has not left office. As we speak to you right now, his picture are everywhere, asking custom to make sure that the man does not. I don't know when Ayo Fayose has become a contraband human being.
Okay, by this, are you saying that the present leadership does not have the political will to do this?
You see, they've not really done something that people follow them have to emulate. You understand what I'm saying now? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you say you are Mr. Integrity, you have to do a lot of things that people will look on to say, oh, I just have to make sure that I buy this quality.
All right, Adam, so you have to react to that.
If the case were to go to court, that's why I say I laugh. The woman will say Uhuru. The case will be there for 5 years. She will stay put and nothing will happen, as he tried to enumerate. But he didn't wait for that. If she didn't wait for that, she resigned. If the case goes to court today, 4 years' time, the case will still be in court.
Okay, but that aside, not say on Kemi Adeosun aspect, we are also looking at, we use that as a case study, but there are a lot of political office holders who also have these issues and how to make it work, how to ensure that we tackle this so that it doesn't continue to rot in the system. Now, what do you see about the present leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari?
That's what I'm
saying. He was saying that the present leadership does not have the political will to do this. Do you agree?
That is, if he was mixing law with moral, legally speaking, the matter is in court sub judice. Those who have morals will resign as Adeosun. I will not share it. Those who don't have will stay put in office, and the case can drag on until her tenure expires. But she didn't do that. So that's what I'm saying. If it's not enough to be involved in beer parlor politics.
Okay, but the presidency or the president leadership seems to be quiet about prosecution.
It's the presidency that is being taken to court. It's the presidency that is being vilified. The citizens who are aggrieved, the individuals who are saying that such and such a person is not a fit and proper person, they should be the one to prosecute. They should go the whole hog. It's not enough to go to television, go to newspaper, go to beer parlor and be pontificating as if you are a perfectionist, if you are omniscient, you know everything. We are in a democracy, we are in a rule of law. If anything is illegal and unconstitutional, go to court to seek redress.
Okay, thank you.
It's the habitat of the common man.
Thank you. Your final shots on this segment?
Well, what I have to say is that we need serious orientation. If you know that once you are called to serve, you are coming to solve people's problem. On that note, you will come as a honest man. You are not coming because you have a personal reason, personal interest that you want to actualize that is bringing you into power, thereby giving us fraudulent information about yourself. And at the end of the day, when the wind now blows, we begin to see the innards of the fire, like what has happened in the case of Kemi Adeosun. We have a lot of Kemi Adeosun in the House of Assembly, State House of Assembly, governors, everywhere, churches, in the market, let them. All of us need to sit down and think to see how we can begin to build a better country. Because with all these things going around, if you go outside this country, you see the kind of description they are giving to Nigeria based on what is happening right now.
Is having the negative side on the country.
Yes, when you leave, you will deny your country, not tell people that you are from Nigeria.
Thank you, Bishop Akalame. Thank you, Adams Aliyu. Well, we're still on the issue of political office holders and the integrity question. I will be discussing with Bishop Austin Igbasan, who is the General Overseer of Sword of Liberation Bible Church, and also with a legal practitioner, Williams, who will also be extending the frontiers of the discussion. Don't you go away.